So lay back, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Move this. And if you've got cushions or a blanket, you might like to bring that up under your thighs, as I have, and just settle into that shape. And you can decide how close your feet are in towards your perineum, or have them further away, a little bit softer. And just bring one hand to your belly and one to your heart, so like your navel and your heart. If that feels comfortable for your shoulders and your arms, otherwise just have palms facing up. And just start to follow your breath. Just feel your front body soften with each out breath. You might close your eyes or just find a spot to look at on your ceiling. Let your legs be heavy and your whole back body soften into the mat. You might feel your heart beating there. And start to lengthen and deepen your breath. And maybe you can come to a rhythm of breathing in for 4 or 5, and then out for that length or even a little longer. And just pause to notice what's going on in your body today. Bring a little length to the back of your neck. You might tuck your chin slightly. Just noticing the parts that are calling out to you. Maybe there's some pain or discomfort. Just bringing the breath there, and maybe have this intention through our practice this morning with the sequence I've organised to focus a little on one of the pranas of the body, one of the airs of the body, or energies. Vyana by you. Vyana. And this governs all the other pranas. It permeates the whole body, but particularly we feel it in our limbs. So just bring awareness as you're settling there and breathing there to the arms and legs. That can be soft. It governs the energy channels of the body. So we're really clearing those out this morning, bringing circulation and life force throughout the body and the mind. So it governs the free flow of thoughts as well. Just take 3 more full breaths here. Noticing any subtle sensations through the hands and legs, the arms and legs, feet. Already energy moving. We just bring a little awareness and a push to that today, an expansion of that. After your next breath out, just gently draw your knees up, and you might use your hands to do that with the legs, and just pause there with the knees falling in towards each other, your feet on the mat. Just let your sacrum settle. And when you're ready, gently roll to your side. When we come up to sitting, just sit in that simple cross-leg position. Take any height that you need. I'm going to sit on a blanket. Sukhasana. We do a little breath and chant together. But let's just pause with the palms facing up on the thighs and fingers spread. And bring awareness to the base of your pelvis now and the back of the pelvis. And with that first pose there that we held for a little while, we've softened the muscles at the base of the pelvis. We've opened the hips. And so this energy in the pelvis can already start to move. We bring freedom there. We're going to do 3 rounds of a practice we did on Saturday, where we raise the arms up. I'm just going to show you, we raise the arms up on the inhale, the backs of the hands come together, and we're kind of drawing a line down through the midline. And then yoni mudra we make with the tips of the fingers and thumbs together. That can just sit kind of on your pubic bone. And then we'll take a breath there in and out. And we'll do 3 of those with sound. So on the in breath, we'll be silent, but as you breathe out and come down that midline, we're just going to hum, just to start that energy flowing. And then we'll take the breath here, and then you can exhale through your mouth. So you can watch me if you need to, otherwise close your eyes and just get into your own space with that. So let's take a big breath in, sweep the arms wide, and then we hum. Yoni mudra when you end there, inhale, and exhale through your mouth. Just letting anything that needs to be released down and out into the earth. Another big breath in, sweep the arms wide, backs of the heads together. Yoni mudra when you get there, big breath in, just go with your breath, and exhale through the mouth. One more round, just go in your own time, big breath in. You mightn't be in sync with me. Yoni mudra. Tip fingertips together, big breath in. And exhale down and out. Beautiful. Bring your hands to prayer now. Anjali mudra, take a big breath in. And just a long, gentle breath out. Palms can be on your thighs if you prefer. Let's just chant one Om now. Deep breath in. Ooh. Just release your hands when you're ready. Palms facing up. Awareness to the arms, the hands, your legs and feet. And these are organs of action, how we interact with our world. We want that energy flowing beautifully. Now let's come to a little Kapalabhati breath. I forgot to mention you might need a tissue. I'm going to grab one already. But we're going to bring the right thumb, and I'm using my right hand, right thumb to right nostril. And we'll do 10 short, sharp exhales through the left nostril. And then we'll swap 10 through the right, and then 20 through both. And then we'll retain the breath, but I'll talk you through it. So bring right thumb to right nostril, and you can stop at any point if you feel dizzy or doesn't feel good. To take a breath in through that left to just a comfortable level, and we'll do 10. 10, take a breath in through both and out through both. Now block the left nostril in just to a comfortable level, and we do 10 on the right. 9, 10, deep breath in through both and out through both, excuse me, into a comfortable level, and we do 20 here. 10, 11, 3, 2, 1. Full breath out. And you might like to lean forward just to empty the lungs. Deep breath in. Fill your lungs and hold the breath in. And then chin to chest. So we hold the breath in, let's say for about 15 to 20 seconds. But release before that if you need to. Draw the belly in slightly and just engage the pelvic floor. And then release your chin. Full breath out. Inhale fully. And exhale through your mouth. Beautiful. Let's come to all fours. Wrists under your shoulders. I'm actually going to get rid of that tissue all the way over there. Knees under the hips. Actually, wrists a little forward of the shoulders. Let's just have a little bit more space there. Tops of the feet down. Just a little cat-cow. Inhale. Dip your belly, lift the sitting bones. You might really draw the head back and then exhale. Take a really long in and out breath. Just go with your breath. You know the drill with a cat-cow. Just start to feel into your back body. Anything going on there? You might even hold the breath in and look to one hip and then the other. Just add anything there that feels good. Exhale to round. Let's say 2 more. Just take your time. You could even have some circles of your hips. Just to start to wake up front and back. Now, when you're ready, start to move into a down dog. So go to the cow as you breathe in, downward facing dog as you breathe out, and do a few like that. I'm just really enjoying that movement in the morning of coming down, back down to the knees, big breath in, and then you might even do a cat and then your down dog. Working gently into the limbs, but as you feel that you're warming up, start to really be strong through your arms, strong through your legs. Let's say 2 more of those, and we'll meet in down dog. Just move with your breath, or if you've had enough of that, just pause here, down dog. You might like to just lift and lower your heels. Breathing, Ujjayi breath now. So come into that steady, ocean sounding breath. 2 more breaths here. Breathe fully down into the pelvis. Feel the base of the pelvis spread and open, and then exhale, we draw in and up a little. The belly draws in. Those bones at the base of the pelvis draw in slightly. And now, come to the balls of your feet, and we raise the right leg. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, step through for a low lunge. Start gently, drop the back knee. You can pad that knee if you like. And inhale, raise the arms up. And you can raise the torso up. And then exhale, fold, and just sweep the arms behind you. You're just getting into the arms here, raising awareness in the arms. Inhale, we raise back up. You might look to the ceiling. Exhale, we fold. Arms come behind. So really strong through the arms and legs. Inhale, 1 more like this. Using that breath to clear the path. Exhale. Lovely. Now bring the left hand down, right arm up. Keep the knee down if you like. Big breath in. And then exhale, sweep that right arm behind you. And really just focus on your shoulder joint here. Inhale. If it feels better for you to have the back knee lifted, go ahead. But you might prefer to just start slowly. 1 more big breath in. Open the chest. All the way down to the fingertips. Exhale, bring that hand down as you breathe out. Step back to plank pose. And that might be on the knees. That could be all fours here. Draw your belly in. If you're in the full plank particularly, draw up with the pelvic floor. And remember Mula Bandha, that can be done in either variation here, is this drawing up from the anus to the navel, back towards the spine. Big breath in. And then knees, chest, chin, we breathe out. Low cobra, go gently. Breathe in. Down dog on the out breath. And let's go to the other side. Raise your left leg, breathe in. Lunge as you breathe out, low lunge. Inhale, the arms come up. Lift the heart. And then exhale, we fold and sweep the hands behind, like an arrowhead. Inhale. Raise back up. That front leg really firm, spread your toes. Exhale. And the heel presses firmly too. 1 more, big breath in. You might even come to a little back bend there. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm comes up. And then exhale, sweep it behind you. And just move with your breath. You might even follow that hand with your eyes. Inhale as you lift, just to make sure you're really getting the full range of movement. Exhale as you come down. One more big breath in, opening the shoulder joints. Exhale, release. Step back to plank again, or all fours. I'm going to stay on all fours today. Just got some stuff going on my shoulders again. Belly firm, pelvic floor strong. Big breath in, lengthen the neck, and then knees, chest, chin, we breathe out. Low cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog or child's pose. If you want a little rest, 3 breaths in. Feet hip width, or you might even go a little wider with your feet. The hands shoulder width. Looking good. The neck nice and long, tuck your chin slightly, armpits open. So the limbs now, they're a little warmer. Maybe you can make the arms super straight and you can open the backs of your thighs. And take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, start to walk towards your hands at the top. So a full breath out and we fold. Come to your fingertips or shins, halfway lift. Breathe in, shoulders away from the ears. Forward fold. One more like this. Inhale to lift halfway. Really gently, the belly strong. Forward fold. Full breath out. Now knees soft. Sweep your arms wide, almost like you're sitting in a chair, but not really deep. Just knees soft. Inhale, raise the arms wide. Palms can come together. And then exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Let's do some sun breaths. Inhale, arms come wide. Feet can be hip width. And then we swan dive, arms wide again as we fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And forward fold. Full breath out. Knees soft, inhale, sweep the arms wide. You can feel that heat now. Hands to heart, full breath out. Let's pause, big breath in. And you might exhale through the mouth. Just feel that energy down and out through the legs. One more sun breath. Inhale, arms are wide. Exhale, we fold swan dive. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Go with your breath. Forward fold. Empty your lungs. Knees soft. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms to touch. Exhale. And again, pause. Big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Very cleansing, clearing this morning. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift the left leg and just step back for warrior one. The heel can be down or you can lift the back heel if you prefer. And let's just find that lunge with hands on the hips. Feel really steady there. The legs working, and then inhale, raise the arms up. Now you might keep the hands apart, facing each other, or you could interlock the thumbs and reach those upper arms behind your head, just to open through the sideways, to open through the armpits. But ease off if you need to. Have the arms wide. Beautiful. And just find a steadiness here. Feel the interplay of energy between your feet and the earth. Lift the heart. The back leg is really firm. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Soften the muscles at the base of your neck. Make sure your toes are soft. Last breath in. As you breathe out, just release your arms wide. You might squeeze the elbows in towards your sideways, and then just hands to your hips, and we breathe in straight to the front leg. As you breathe out, just step in a little closer. Just shorten your stance a little. Pajvottanasana. Feet can stay hip width. Now bring the knuckles together behind you, or hold your elbows, or reverse prayer. Take a big breath in. Lift the heart. The legs are firm here. And as you breathe out, just fold maybe 30 degrees. And then inhale, come back up. We're just going to come in and out. Exhale, we fold. Keeping that torso in one straight line. Just till you feel that pull in the hamstring. Inhale to lift. Just 2 more like this. And then we'll hold. Exhale to fold. The belly firm. The deeper you go, the stronger you want to draw the belly in. Inhale, lift. Now we come to hold. That might just be halfway. 3 full breaths. Or with each out breath, maybe you can fold a little further. Bring the belly towards that thigh. The heart towards your knee. One more big breath in. Maybe you can bring the forehead towards the shin. Now on your next breath in, we come all the way up. Deep inhale. Engage the muscles of your thighs. And then exhale, release your hands. Step back to the top of your mat. Let's take a big breath in. Arms come wide. We're going to do half a sun salutation here. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Breathe in. Lift the heart just to bring a little flow in between the standing poses. Down dog as you breathe out. Knees, chest, chin. We lower down. Inhale to low cobra. Exhale, down dog. Move with your breath. Right foot when you're ready. We lunge through, big breath in. Left foot steps in and fold. Full breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms. Reach through the sideways. Arms to touch. Hands to heart. Full breath out. Pause here. Deep breath in. All the way down to the belly, the pelvis. Long breath out. Hands to your hips. Lift the right leg and we step back for warrior one on the left. Feet can be hip width. Find that lunge with your hands on your hips again. Just so the whole focus is on your legs to start with. Draw the right hip forward, the left hip back. Beautiful. And then inhale, raise the arms up. Thumbs can come together again. See if you can change the way you connect your thumbs. Other one on top. Feels a little different. Open the armpits, or hands can be further apart if you prefer. 3 more breaths. We build our lung capacity in this pose, the strength of our legs, and that flow of energy down and out, up Pranavayu, which works with Vyana Vayu, so that we're grounded within our expansiveness. We don't fly off. Big breath in. Exhale, release your hands. You could squeeze the elbows in as you do that. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. Step in as you breathe out. Just shorten your stance. Get set up as you need to there. Knuckles together. Elbows or reverse prayer. Take a big breath in. Pajvottanasana. And as you breathe out, let's just come in and out a few times again. We haven't done a whole lot for our hamstrings to warm up. Big breath in. Exhale, forward. Just go a little deeper each time. Feel that the inner edges of your feet and the outer edges of your feet are pressing evenly. Sometimes we roll, as we come forward, we roll to the inner edge of that front foot. One more lift and lower, and then we hold in Pajvottanasana. Pyramid pose. Halfway, or with the 3 more breaths, maybe you can release a little further, but just listen to your body. If you're getting some good length in those hamstrings, just stay halfway or even higher. Final big breath in and a long breath out. Now engage the muscles of your legs, the belly, inhale, we come all the way up with a flat back. And then exhale, release your hands. Step back to the top and we do the other side of the sun salutation. Big breath in, arms come wide. Forward fold, we swan dive. Full breath out. Halfway lift, fingertips or shins, breathe in. Forward fold, empty your lung. Left foot steps back to a lunge. Lift the heart, shoulders down. Down dog as you breathe out. A bit of a frog in my throat this morning. Knees, chest, chin when you're ready. So we keep breathing out or the breath is held out. Low cobra in. down dog or child's pose, your choice there. Have a little rest here if you need to. Let's just have a breather, 2 breaths in down dog or child's pose, just as a little pause, and then we'll step through again. Full breath in, long breath out. When you're ready, left foot steps through to that lunge, big breath in. Right foot steps in, forward fold. Exhale. And then we sweep the arms wide, palms to touch. Exhale. Hands to heart. Full breath in, relax the shoulders. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. When you're ready, step back along your mat so you're lengthways now. Toes in, heels out. Hands to your hips. Looking good. Now we'll go the right side first. So turn warrior 2. Turn the right toes out, left toes in a little. Line up the heel with your arch. And raise the arms up at shoulder height. And just feel here from the center of your body, your core is strong, and that energy is flowing to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes. Take a big breath in and lunge as you breathe out. Warrior 2. And just holding here in steadiness. The arms in a straight line. You can even have hands on your hips if it's too much for your shoulders. If you've got anything going on there. Now just to cultivate this sense of energy flowing from the middle of your body to your limbs, let's inhale, straighten the front leg, raise the arms up. And exhale, come back to warrior 2. Just 2 like that. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, lower the arms and we lunge. One more big breath in. Long breath out. Now reverse warrior, inhale. And then side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Come down to your thigh. Just pause there, look back through your armpit, or you can look to your foot. Go deeper as you'd like. I'm just going to stay on my thigh today. That back leg really firm, 2 more breaths. And now we're putting a bit of pressure there on that right side of the pelvic floor. So engage your inner thigh, draw up on that side particularly. The belly's strong, use your lower limbs for support there. Now as you breathe in next, come back to warrior 2, hold it here, breathe out, and inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, just release your arms, turn that foot in. Pause here for a moment, just have a breath. Yeah, it's definitely warm now. Let's turn to the other side. Left toes out, arms at shoulder height. Draw in and engage the belly. The pelvic floor is strong. As you breathe out, next we lunge. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. Finding the left side of the pelvic floor as best you can. The inner thigh engaged. Knee over the ankle. And again, just in and out 3 times. So big breath in and really engage those muscles of your legs so you feel like you're really working that left leg. Exhale. Lunge. Inhale, lift and straighten. And exhale, lunge. Relax your shoulders. Looking good. Big breath in. Both feet in contact with the earth. Exhale. Reverse warrior. Big breath in. We get into the sideways. And then side angle pose. Full breath out. Look back through the armpit for your neck to get that neck twisting, rotating a little, or down to your foot. 3 more breaths. We open the belly and chest so that right shoulder's on top of the left. Back heel really firmly pressing. Last breath in. Long breath out. And then inhale, we raise the torso back up. Exhale, stay there. Just one last breath. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, release your hands. Turn your toes in. And just heel toe your feet back to hip width apart. Or step them in, whatever feels best there. And just pause here. You might bring your hands into Yoni Mudra but flat on the belly, thumbs together, forefingers together. Gently close your eyes or just find a spot to look at. And as you breathe here and let your breath settle, just sense into this all-pervasive Vyana Prana or Vyana Vayu. Vayu just means air. Prana is energy, so one and the same. Emanating from this center of the body out to the arms, the hands, the legs and feet. Bringing movement and action, connection with others. Just have 3 gentle breaths here. Maybe you can feel the openness in the chest and shoulders, the hips, your legs strong. Just got one last standing pose. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. We'll go for Garudasana as a concentration and a strengthening pose, but I'll give some options for your legs because it's not great for everyone's knees. If you'd like to do the full pose, I'm going to bring the right leg on top of the left, and if you can, wrap the toes behind your calf. Now, if that, you know that's not good for your knees, you're going to come to just a chair pose, and that can be quite high up if you need it to be. Holly, don't squat much. Stay pretty high. And then we're drawing our knees back towards the center as best we can, arms out in front. Now, if your right leg's on top, your left elbow goes on top. We go opposites. And we've done the arms of this a lot. And then find a spot to look at, maybe just beyond your forearms. Maybe you can sit a little lower, belly strong. 3 more breaths. If it's too much on your knees, just release that top leg. You can be in chair pose. But even in chair, well, particularly in chair, you want to engage your pelvic floor even more. Big breath in, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, release that top leg. Release the arms, just straighten into Tadasana for a moment. Let the arms relax. And the belly be soft. Let's go the other side. Left leg on top. Wrap it behind if you can. If you can't wrap it, you can just have it like you're sitting on a chair with your legs crossed. Chair pose if you prefer. Now with the left leg on top, right arm comes on top. And then we're drawing as best you can. My knees are feeling a little tight this morning. Drawing the knees back to center. Sit down with the tailbone. 3 more breaths. So very strengthening for our legs. We want to find that point of focus to balance as well. Big breath in. And then exhale, release the arms, release that leg. Let's just take a final breath here. Inhale, arms come wide. You might even pause there and then swan dive. Full breath out. Just hang for a moment here, Uttanasana. You might hold the elbows, or you could interlock your fingers, bring them to the base of your skull and let the elbows just hang. Knees can be bent, or if you're feeling warmer, you might straighten the legs. 3 slow breaths. And if you've got the weight of your hands on your skull there, just feel that length that it brings to the spine. So nice. Release your hands, if you've got them there on your elbows, and take a breath in, halfway lift, and then just gently swivel your feet. Hands can come to the top of your mat, and we just step back, make your way into your final down dog. Again, find the position that feels good for your feet. You might want to be a little wider today and really work into the limbs. Spread the fingers, engage all the muscles of the arms, particularly the upper arms, to roll them out. Press the inner edge of your knee back to open, and then the outer edge, the legs engaged. A final breath in, belly soft. And then exhale, just come to all fours. And pause here. We're coming down to our forearms. So come down to the forearms. We're going to do a forearm plank, but I want to give some options here. Step the knees away, and we're just going to drop the hips. So we're going to start with our knees down. Spread your fingers. You can have the toes curled under or the tops of the feet flat. But I want you here to really engage the base of the pelvis. Draw in and up. From anus to navel, mula bandha. Now that might feel enough for you, and have 5 breaths. Holly, I'll just stay here for now. And if you're feeling stronger though, you want to build a little more strength, lift the knees off. I'm going to keep mine down. It's too much for my shoulder. 3 more full breaths. If 5 breaths is too long, come out and just come down onto your belly. Really firm through the core. If the knees are off, your legs are really working. Take a final breath in, beautiful. Now, as you breathe out, if your knees are off, just gently drop the knees. Drop your pubic bone down, and the belly can soften as you come down. Then just step your hands forward off the end of your mat, come to your fingertips. We're going to lift and lower here. So as you breathe in, lift into a cobra, striking cobra we're going to do. And then exhale, we lower. We'll add a movement shortly. Just release the back a little. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. One more like this. As you come up, engage the glutes a little. The pelvic floor lifts as well. Exhale to lower. Now you might stay with that. Or this time, inhale, lift, and look over your left shoulder towards your left foot. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Come back to center and lower as you breathe out. Inhale to lift. Look over the right shoulder. Then turn back, exhale. Let's just do one more each side. Inhale to lift. Look over the left. Just a little twist. Turn the head back, exhale, lower. One more big breath in. If it's too much on the fingertips, palms will come down. Look to the right. Turn it back, exhale, all the way down. And let's just have a little rest, hands back beside your hips. Right ear to the mat. I'm better to check the time. Perfect timing. Just have 3 breaths here. If it feels better to have the forehead down on a little hand pillow, that's an option too. And when you're ready, with the breath settled there, let's roll onto our back. And this is where we use a scarf or a belt if you've got one there. If you don't, I'll give another option as well, so don't worry. Let's bring the belt around the ball of the right foot. And you can just have the left leg bent to start with. So make that right leg as straight as you can. Open the sole of your foot to the ceiling. Now, if your back's okay, bring the belt straps into your right hand, and you can straighten the left leg out along the mat. If it doesn't feel good in the lower back, just keep it bent. Now, left arm can come out at shoulder height. And just anchor your shoulders, anchor the back of your pelvis, so either side of the sacrum. And take a big breath in. Maybe you can draw that right leg a little closer to you, but as straight as you can get it. Now, as you breathe out, we're dropping just really slowly out to the right, extending out to the right. Dropping is probably not the best word. We want to be controlled there. And then see if you can just be light on your belt, that you're not using too much of your arm strength. Find a spot where you've got that maximum length through the inner right thigh, but your left leg and hip is still really anchored, and you might even like to put the weight of your left hand on that leg. 3 smooth breaths here. So that right leg is working really firmly. So if you don't have the belt, you could even have your hand just under your knee or the side of your knee and just support your leg there. Forgot to give that instruction. One more big breath in and a long breath out. Just feel the belly draw in as you're breathing out. Now as you breathe in next, come back, lift the leg up. We'll swap the belt into the left hand, or if you don't have a belt, you can just support your leg with that left hand. You might only come a couple of centimetres. Right arm out at shoulder height, and we're coming across to the left without rolling that left leg. So that left leg is staying in position. It's not coming with you. It's not turning out to the side. It's rolling in towards the midline. And then you might like to turn your head to look along the right arm. 3 more breaths. If you feel like you've come too far with that leg, just come back a little bit. You don't want to squeeze too much into your belly if it's hurting or, you know, the pubic bone area. Just give a little space if you need to. A final breath in. Really lengthen away with both your heels. Press through the heels. Now on your next breath in, come back to center. Just release your belt and release that right leg. And let's just bend both knees again. Pause, let's pause in between the other side. And just let the knees fall in towards each other, your feet on the earth. Hands could come to your belly. We'll just have 3 breaths here with a visualization. Just to enhance this idea of creating or clearing the path, releasing any stagnation in the body. So with that increased awareness in the right leg that you're possibly feeling there, as you breathe in, go really slowly and imagine drawing heat, energy, light up that right leg from the earth into the belly, into the pelvis. And hold it there just a couple of seconds. You might imagine like a fire building there. And then exhale down and out through the left leg. And imagining anything that needs to be let go of, released, gets churned back down into the earth. Let's go again. Inhale up through the right leg. And if it's taking a while for your visualization, you could have 2 breaths going up that right leg. It doesn't have to be matched with the breath. Hold at the belly, pelvis, and then exhale in your own time. Exhale down and out through the left. And just do one more round. Inhale up, all the way up through the right leg. Heat, light, nourishment. Hold it in the pelvis. And then exhale down and out through the left leg, through the foot. And then we'll come to the other side. So bring the belt around the left ball of your foot. Straighten that leg as best you can. And if you need to have it further away from you, at a lesser angle, then do that to get it straight. Not a problem. Now straighten that right leg out if you're feeling okay in your back and your hips. And just pause there to feel this, really it's an L shape with the legs. And then we'll move the belt straps into the left hand, or your left hand can come to the side of your leg if you're not using a belt. Right arm out at shoulder height. Take a big breath in. And then as you breathe out really slowly, extending that left leg out to the left while keeping anchored through the right hip, the right thigh, even imagining the back of your right knee pressing into your mat. The toes are drawing back. You might look along the right arm or wherever it feels good to have your head for balance. 2 more breaths. Again, make sure you're not using that arm too much. You should be able to hold the leg there if you let go of your belt. And then inhale to come back. Just pause as you breathe out and swap the belt. Left arm out at shoulder height. Another big breath in. And if you're not using a belt, just holding on your leg wherever feels supportive. You can keep that leg straight as you come across the body without rolling the right leg out. Keep it rolling in. 3 more breaths. Feel length from that inner thigh on the left leg all the way to the inner edge of your heel. Same on the right leg. And then a big breath in, come back to center. Exhale, release. Just put your belt to the side. And again, bring your feet about mat width. Let the knees fall towards each other, hands on the belly. And we'll do the same 3 breaths with this visualization of light and heat coming from the earth. So as you breathe in, this time it comes up the left leg, all the way up into your pelvis. Hold it there. Hold the breath in just a few seconds. Then exhale down and out through the left leg, back into the earth. Inhale up the left. Light, heat, awareness. Hold it at the pelvic bowl. And exhale down and out through the right. Let your arms and legs be heavy. One more time. Inhale up through the left. Hold that energy in your belly, really stoking the fire there. And then exhale down and out through the right. Well, when you're ready, just bring a little movement there now. One knee drops to the opposite foot. Just a little massage. We're nearly there. You might bring your arms out at shoulder height just to open the chest and through the armpits. And then move into some circles here. Hold the kneecaps. 3 in one direction. And just start to turn inward now. You might keep your eyes closed and just listen. Or just noticing the sounds around you in your space. Maybe there's some sounds of nature or people. And then to finish, if you'd really like to do a shoulder stand halasana, then you can come into that if you prefer to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to talk us through just the figure of 4 stretch for the hips, and it's a little twist. And if you come out of your shoulder stand early, you can just join us, or even Supta Baddha Konasana. So if you're coming with me, we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh and lift that left foot off and reach through and just hold your shin. And if it's hard for you and you're kind of lifted there, you might put a pillow under your head. And then you could either stay still there, or maybe you'd like to just try a few little circles here, almost like you're using that left leg as a big spoon, stirring a big pot. And then back the other way. Just get into a few different muscles that run in different directions there in the hip. And then come back to center if you're stirring. Release your hands, but bring the arms at shoulder height and keep the legs in that shape. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, drop over to the left. So the side of your left leg, the sole of your right foot are on the earth. The knee lifts to the ceiling. You can even prop that knee or just a little pressure on that knee to lift it to the ceiling with fingertips or a fist. You might like to turn your head over that right arm. And start to really wind down now. So churn this Vyana Prana and all pervasive energy through the body, governs circulation, the nervous system. But now we end with a little focus on the downward energy of Apana Prana, which we've done throughout as well. Just to balance and ground. If you've turned your head, just turn that back to look to the ceiling. And on your next breath in, we come back to center, lift the legs back. And exhale, release, last side. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Lift that right foot off and reach through. The back body settled. And either stay still there or just some little circles. Focusing on the movement of that right shin bone, really, is the focus there. It guides the movement. And then back the other way. You can go as slow as you'd like and as big as you'd like with those circles. Just be careful of your knee. Come back to center when you're ready. Release the arms. They can come out again at shoulder height and take a big breath in. And exhale, we drop over to the right. So the sole of your left foot is down. You're on the side of your right leg. And again, you might prop that knee up or just you can apply your fingertips there for a bit of a different stretch through the hip. And then lastly, you might turn the head along to look along that left arm. Get a little opening through the right side of your neck. And then let go in the muscles of your glutes. Let your legs be heavy. Your arms. 2 more breaths. Slow and gentle. And then if you turned your head, just gently turn it back to gaze to the ceiling. On your next breath in, lift back to center. And we come into Shavasana, but you do anything you like to. There's some more circles or a happy baby pose. Just take your time to come to Shavasana. And if you're feeling a little cooler, I've cooled down quite a bit now. You might grab a little blankie or a pillow, something under your thighs. You can even roll up your blanket under your thighs, particularly if you're feeling any vulnerability in your lower back. I will come back up to sitting, but just take your time to lay yourself out to relax. We won't be too long here. Just a few moments, really, a few minutes. We've used up our time fully. So have the feet a little wider than hip width. Let everything be heavy, soft. This is the time to let go now. To let go of effort and doing. Just to allow the sensations of the body to shimmer. Soften your hands. Relax your feet. And through the sensitivity that we gain in our physical practice, our asana practice, we can also start to observe where sensation is absent, those parts of the body that are a bit numb or shut off. This is the function of intelligence. But also intelligence brings sensation to where it is not and makes it flow a little more freely with awareness. Soften your belly. Soften your heart. Just breathing naturally as the energy body settles, your physical body rests, and the mind draws inward. Become aware of your breath. Take a long, slow, deep breath in all the way down to the base of the pelvis. And a long, steady breath out. Feel the weight of your body on your mat. It's open. Feel strength. And this life force flowing more freely. So that we can act with awareness and live with greater intention. And if you're ready, just start to move your hands and feet. Maybe your head from side to side. And just take your time to come out of Shavasana. We weren't there long. Very short one, I'm sorry. Just roll to your side when you're ready and gradually make your way back to sitting. Just take your time. Come to a comfortable, supported seat in a way that your spine is nice and long and strong, the shoulders relaxed. And you might like to bring your hands to prayer as we finish, or palms could rest on your thighs. And just a couple of breaths here to feel the impact of our practice. Maybe that's for you through your heart and arms, the shoulders. Maybe it's in the legs, the pelvis. Maybe both, hopefully both. This feeling of expansion and possibility. And we'll finish by chanting 1 Om and 3 Shantis, knowing that can be done internally if you need to be quiet. So let's exhale together, empty the lungs, take a big breath in.